So this 8-8, this Lionsgate activation happening in Leo, aligned with the galactic center. It's like all the force of creation is being funneled, is being focused onto the earth right now. So it's giving us an opportunity to step into our Leo, to become the king, to become the queen, to really step into sovereignty, which means my will, not anybody else's will. My will under the divine, but not under people's will. So it's very much we're getting practice in boundaries, as I can affirm this personally, that we have to know I am sovereign, I rule my kingdom, whether it's my body, my home, the people that I interact with. I am the ruler of my own territory. Very important that if people come into your sacred space, that they come with respect and integrity. So anybody who is not, this is a Native American belief, by the way, anyone who is not in integrity has not earned the right to come into your inner sacred space. The Native people say we have two layers, two circles around us. The outer circle, anybody can come in, but we don't let them in very far. The inner circle is the people that we have closest to us. And what they say is that those people have to have earned the right to be in our innermost circle because they have shown that they have integrity. Now, this is often challenged, especially by family members who think they have the right to totally run our lives and to tell us what to do. Well, no, just because we happen to be born in that family doesn't give them any rights at all. And we have the right to be respected. So that is one of the qualities of this Leo portal, is stepping into sovereignty, claiming our kingdom, claiming our power, and then we decide what is going to happen in our kingdom. And we do it by our will in alignment with our own soul, which is always aligned with the source. Our soul knows the plan, knows everything. This is what we do in our private sessions. We talk to the soul and say, what do you have to say? What do you want to do? So this is the alignment. And this is why the whole shift into self-empowerment is coming in the age of Aquarius, because Aquarius, the symbol, is like a zodiac. It's all the signs. Each one has their own special gifts and qualities, and they're all equal. So Aquarius is the age of self-realization. And that is why this whole consciousness shift is happening in Aquarius, that we're not in hierarchies anymore. We're not to be told by anybody else what to believe, what to do, including the spiritual, the religious, different orders and species of religion. It's not about hierarchies anymore. It's about circles. And this is what Aquarius is, that we all sit in circle. Each one has an equal voice and an equal amount of power. Everybody gets one vote and everybody is listened to, and then decisions are made by consensus. So this is why it feels like everything's been turned upside down and shaken, and it hasn't quite settled yet. And this is happening globally, it's happening nationally, all the unrest in America, really, really very obvious right now. There's been a real right-wing backlash, and things are pretty unsettled right now. So this is why we are here. because we are ready. We have stated our intention, maybe not physically, but somewhere you agreed to do this. You signed up, you agreed to come and do this. So you have sent out your invitation to the universe. I am ready to step into my power. So this is what we'll be doing today. And specifically the Lionsgate, the Sirius is aligned with Sirius. That's the star that the lions come from. Lions, all the big cats, the little cats, they all come from Sirius. And so we will be connected with the lion-headed beings from Sirius, which is what a lot of us are. It's not them out there. It's not star beings out there floating about waiting for us to wake up. We are the ground crew. We are the Sirians, the Pleiadians, the Antarians. We're all of it, walking about here, anchoring the frequencies into the earth. This was our mission. This was what we agreed to do, to be physically present on the earth, to be an antenna, so that all of these energies could be physically anchored into the earth. And this was not an easy task. This has been a huge mission, and we've been doing it since the fall, since the end of Lemuria, when we stepped down into the third dimension. This is not where we generally hang out, because we are fifth dimensional beings and higher. But this was our great gift to humanity and to the earth, that it's even in the Bible that the sons and the stars would lay with the daughters of the earth. So there's been a lot of genetic encoding from the star people, which is now in the DNA of every single person on this earth. And that's why we've been here so long, because it took quite a long time to do that. You know, there's a lot of people on this planet. So they all had to be coded in the DNA to be able to go to the stars, to develop their own consciousness to such an extent that they would be able to make this incredibly powerful dimensional shift that the whole earth is doing right now. And we are kind of the forerunners. We are the light bringers who are bringing all this new energy in. So as we receive the upgrade, which is what today is about, then everybody that we meet will be activated, because we will become carriers. And every single person and animal, it's not just people, all the animals are in on this. They all know about this. They all came to do this with us, the whales, the dolphins, the apes, the gorillas, the lions, the elephants. They know about all this, and the horses. So they're all helping us to make this shift on the planet. So we are very blessed to be able to do this work and to do it consciously. Because if we didn't know that there's something really big happening on this planet, we would just think the whole world is going crazy, which it is, but we know why. And we also know that we have the tools to go through it, and we will survive, and we will take this planet with us. And even I have been feeling this week like, what else can you throw at me? They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And I'm going, well, what else do you want me to deal with? Because I'm just like overwhelmed. I can't do all this stuff. Well, apparently I can. From the north, I call Archangel Michael, angel of fire. I call forth the sword of truth, protection, and power. I ask for a blue cross in a blue circle of light. I call the warriors of the flame. From the east, I call Archangel Raphael, angel of air. I call the host of healing angels. From the south, I call Archangel Gabriel, angel of water. I call forth the golden chalice. From the west, I call Archangel Uriel, angel of earth. I call forth the tree of life. At the center, I call the light of the Christ, the great white brotherhood, the ascended masters, all of the guides, friends, teachers, and helpers who wish to be present. You are welcome. I ask that I may step aside and this journey be conducted from the realms of light. So it is. Beloved, 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 sons and daughters of the Most High, with what joy do we come amongst you this day, with such gratitude and awe for each one of you who might be counted amongst the brave and the mighty. Truly, this has not been an easy passage for any of you. You are the ones who have been carrying this great task, which was undertaken on behalf of humanity and of Gaia. It was the beloved Mother Earth herself who, in the beginning, called for the children of the light to walk upon her body to bring a new frequency, the frequency of pure light, pure love. And so each one of you made that choice to embody in physical form on the earth. Each one of you has undergone challenges of many, many, many lifetimes. And as you have been speaking, the intensity of the energy on the planet right now has hit an all-time high. And this is causing much triggering of the shadow, both in individuals, but also in nations, in between communities, between races, between religions. This is why there seems to be so much chaos on the earth at this time. But it is simply a shaking up so that a restructuring can take place. Old, rigid systems that are brittle must come down in order for new systems which are very fluid and aligned with oneness and harmony can be put into place. And so, beloved ones, you, each one of you, will be receiving the upgrade which will allow you to function upon this earth from a much higher frequency, to be able to manifest simply by intention whatever it is that you need in your life at this time. There are many beings focusing their intention and their presence on the earth right now. They are waiting to greet you once more, beloved family of the light. So let us begin. We would like you now to simply imagine that you are standing in a very beautiful landscape. We have traveled back in time to that very beautiful and ancient land of Mu, or Lemuria as it is known in your time. So just feel yourself standing in a very beautiful garden. There are flowers, trees, rainbows. Everything is so vivid and alive. You can see and feel the abundance, the life force in every plant, in every being, in this beautiful land, the land of Mu, where all is peace, harmony, and beauty. There are all kinds of magical creatures here. There are unicorns, dragons, elven people, fairy people, elementals of all kinds, dancing around you. So you just receive the blessing and the memory of when you walked in this ancient land of Mu at the time before the fall, the great separation. We are returning to the time of oneness, when there truly was no division between the realms of light and the plane of earth. Each one of you walked the earth at that time as a fully conscious being of light, simply inhabiting a physical form. So just breathe in the peace, the harmony, the beauty. And remember, this is the truth of who you are. This is the consciousness with which you came to the earth and to which you are returning. So just breathe beauty, peace, love, harmony, knowing that all is well. The plan is perfect. Every being has their own part in the plan. Your own soul knows your part and is orchestrating everything that you need in order to fulfill your purpose in the divine plan. It is all unfolding under the guidance of your own divine essence. So just breathe in peace, harmony, beauty. Allow yourself to be filled like a soft balm, enfolding you with perfect love. Breathe love into your heart. Feel yourself completely enfolded in perfect love. Peace and an inner knowing that all is well. You begin to feel a pull, a calling. There is a meeting to be taking place that was written long, long ago. So you find yourself walking through this beautiful landscape. And you come to a very tall crystal tower. The tower is made entirely from clear crystal. This is the meeting place. You enter the tower through the entrance at the bottom. And in the center, there is a beam of energy, a transporter beam. You step into that beam and you find yourself floating up the tower. You can see out through the crystal, the beauty of the land. As you rise higher and higher, you can see further the sparkling waters of the ocean, the mountains, the rivers and streams, all of the plants, the animals, so full of vibrant life. The beam emerges into a circular chamber at the very top of the tower. The beam disappears, and you can see that all of our group, both those present here in the meeting, the Zoom, and those who are listening in the days to come, we have assembled here as it was decreed, was written in the plan so long ago. This crystal chamber has a domed roof, also clear quartz. And through the roof you can see the sky. This chamber is also a time ship. And so we are being transported into the future from the time of Mu. And we are bringing all of the consciousness, all of the connection, that we had at the time of Mu. We are bringing it forward to the year of 2022, in the time of the lion, the 8-8 Lionsgate Portal. So just feel this whole, the crystal tower, the chamber being transported to the earth in the present time, coming down to land on the earth as it is now. We stand in our circle and we hold hands. We watch the passage of the sun as it moves overhead towards the western horizon. As the sun is setting, the sky is being filled with the glorious colors of the sunset. And we are reminded of the beauty and the power of creation. This display of wondrous colors, reminding us that beauty is there. We simply need to look. So after the sun has set in the west, now the stars begin to appear in the sky. Looking up, you can see the constellation of Orion the Hunter, striding across the sky with his bow. And behind Orion is the bright shining star, the dog star, Sirius, shining brilliantly in the night sky. Sirius comes directly overhead as we look up from the crystal chamber. We can see the brilliant, huge star, the blue-white, radiant light of Sirius, which has been home for many of us. Many times we have seeded this earth from Sirius, in Atlantis, in Egypt, South America, bringing the wisdom, the knowledge, the crystals from home to the earth. Now is the time of the return, when we connect once more with our own star essence, as the earth is lifting into the light. So as we stand in our circle, holding hands, feeling the connection with this family, this pod, feeling the energy flowing from heart to heart around the circle of love. So a great beam comes down from Sirius, enfolding the chamber and our circle in the silver blue light from this powerful star. So begin to breathe that silver white light in through your skin, through your nose, breathing in the light of home, feeling the pull of this great star that is calling you home. So very slowly you begin to float up the beam all together, holding hands still, lifting one another. This journey is not a solitary journey. It is time now for the children of light to help one another, to walk hand in hand into the light. So we are all floating together in our circle of love, being drawn up and up and up. All of the heaviness, the weight, the burdens of earthly life, the challenges of this earth plane are simply dropping away because you are returning to your true form, your light essence, which is the truth of who you are. We find ourselves floating in through the outer layers of Sirius to the great chamber in the heart of the star. It is the chamber where the flame of Christ consciousness burns eternally. We come in to land in our circle. The blue flame is in the center of the chamber. And we are standing around that flame. It is a cool flame, clear blue. It does not burn. It purifies. So all together we step forward into that flame, allowing all of the imprints, the conditioning, the programs, the beliefs, the wounding that we have collected on our earth mission to be simply burned away. Offer all of your concerns, your doubts, your issues, your challenges. Offer them all to the flame to be purified. as all of the heaviness is released to the flame. Feel yourself receiving the codes for the consciousness of the Christed One. Activating the light codes in the DNA. For you to be an embodiment of the living Christ. Claiming your birthright, your inheritance. This was always the plan from the beginning. That every being choosing to make the ascension with Gaia would do so as a fully Christed living master. So receive the blue flame, the blue fire of the living Christ flowing through your whole body, activating the light codes in every cell, in the DNA, in the brain, with the blue fire of the living Christ. Your whole body is being transformed, lifted up into the light, into the truth of your own Christed I am presence. Receive, receive, receive. This is the gift, the reward for countless lifetimes of service. As you feel this energy flowing through your body, you are stepping into the knowing that the plan is perfect. It is unfolding in divine perfection. And in your inner self, your essence, you know every detail of your part in the great plan. You trust the process. You trust yourself moving forward, guided by the voice of the inner Christed One. So now simply offer yourself and your life, if it is your will, as a vessel for your own inner Christ, to guide your life, to fulfill your purpose in the great plan. So feel yourself now standing in your own Christed I am presence. Feel the consciousness that this being has. What message does this one have for you? So now the flame is being withdrawn into the floor, the Christ flame. We stand in our circle as Christed beings, radiating this clear blue light. And now into the chamber, the beings who wish to communicate with us today are entering. Some of them are the lion-headed beings. Others have different forms. They come to walk into our circle. And one of these beings walks to stand in front of you. You just notice the form of the being. Could be one of the lion-headed beings. Could be a different form, but on the third eye, on the forehead of this being, is a shining blue star. The being takes hold of your hands and very gently places the star on the forehead to touch your inner eye, your third eye, your forehead. So you stand touching third eye with this magnificent and powerful being. And you feel a great wave of energy flowing through the star. From this being into your whole body. You are stepping into the power of the lion. Feel and receive this wave of strength, of power, sovereignty, and deep, deep love and compassion. As this energy flows into your whole body, feel yourself standing tall, as the sovereign being that you are. The king, the queen of your own kingdom. Standing tall and strong. Knowing that you have the power to overcome any obstacles. You have the power to create whatever you choose to focus upon. So take time now to invite into your life whatever is on your heart. Calling in abundance. Perfect health. Financial security. Family and support. Community. Fulfillment. And success in whatever you undertake. You have been reconnected to your Sirian aspect as lion, god, goddess. As you were, as you are. Feel the consciousness of this being who stands proud and tall and sovereign. What message does this being have for you? So now this lion-headed Syrian being steps away from you, still holding your hands, and looks very deeply into your eyes. This one sees you as you truly are, with all of the self-doubt, the lack of confidence, the second guessing, the hesitation, all of that has dropped away. You look back into those magnificent eyes, claiming your sovereignty. And if it is your will, you may make this decree. I am ready now to stand in the truth of all that I am, as a sovereign being, standing in my Christ light. I claim sovereignty. I am ready now to walk this earth as a living master, as a fully Christed being. I claim all of my power by divine right, under divine will. I see this. I decree this in the name of the One, And it is done. So just feel how you are standing as your sovereign self. As you look into the eyes of this beautiful lion-headed Syrian being, you see the reflection of yourself. Equal and sovereign. Because you have returned to the truth of who you are. This lion-headed being now comes to stand beside you in the circle. Between each one of our pod, our group, there is a Syrian being. And in the center of the circle, there is a giant screen coming up from the floor. And on that screen, you can see the unfolding of the plan for this earth. From the very beginning, when the earth was light, love, beauty, and oneness. Through the time of the fall, the separation when the darkness and the shadow engulfed the earth. To the time that we are in now. So looking down from Sirius, you can see the surface of the earth on the screen and the great transformation which is taking place as the children of the light reclaim the truth of who we are. So the light is getting stronger, brighter. And watch what happens to the shadows as the light is growing. So looking down at this process, as you add your light, you can understand the importance of this activation for your life now. It is important for you to remember the truth of who you are when you are feeling buffeted by the winds of change. You can also see the plan for the future. When the shift, the dimensional shift is complete and the ascension has been fulfilled. Watch what happens to the earth at that time. The time we are in now is the birthing. There are waves and waves of conflicting energies, very similar to the birth pains, the contractions of a human birth. The earth, Mother Earth herself, is giving birth. And we are all experiencing the birthing pains. But as we move our consciousness out of fear, anxiety, anger, as we align with the truth of who we are, feel the peace and the sovereignty. So we are helping Mother Earth. We are the midwives, helping to give birth to this new world with ease and grace. It is time now to leave this beautiful star and the lion-headed beings, to bring this frequency to the earth. Before we go, one of the beings has a message for you as a parting gift. This being places the mantle of power around your shoulders, places the crown of sovereignty on your head, hands you the wand of creativity, of manifestation, of abundance. So now we stand once more in our circle, and the beam of blue light that will transport us to the earth comes up from the floor. We step into that beam, standing tall, walking proudly, head held high. And we step into the beam and we begin to float back down to the earth. Floating down, bringing our sovereign self to bless the earth, to make a difference. So as you come floating down to the earth, this beam, and you look down, and you can see the play that is unfolding on the surface of the earth, the drama that is being played out. But as we bring the light from Sirius to this earth, as fully Christed beings, this light is shining out, is expanding across the earth. Just look what happens. What happens to the shadow as the light travels around the planet. You come floating down to the place that your body is in right now. floating down into that body, bringing all of the power, your Christed I Am presence, yourself as Syrian lion-headed being. All of your power is coming in to the vessel that has agreed to house all of your magnificence. So you thank your body. And as you bring in this life force, this powerful energy from Sirius, as it expands through your body, through the DNA, through every cell, you are making the decree, setting your intention that your physical body be restored to perfect health, wholeness. We see this, we decree this in the name of the One, and it is done. Feel the star that is now in place on your third eye. The star is connecting you always to the chamber, to the beings, to the Christ flame on Sirius. All of the guidance, all of the support that you need to fulfill your mission is here for you. The Christ flame is alive in your heart, magnetizing to you the soul family who are to walk with you into the Christed earth. You have your mantle of power. You have your crown of sovereignty. You have the wand of manifestation. And you are ready now to meet any challenge, to take charge of your life. You are sovereign, whole, and complete, and all is well. So just feeling that energy in your whole body, knowing that this is the truth of who you are. Feeling this presence that is here for you now. Very slowly, in your own time, just begin to bring your awareness back to this time, this place, this body, deepening the breath, breathing yourself back into awareness of the room around you, the body lying or sitting, wherever you are, breathing vitality back into the body, very slowly in your own time, bringing yourself back now, bringing with you this connection with your own I am presence. Very, very slowly. Coming back now. Deepening the breath. Stretching your body. Moving your fingers, your toes. Coming back into this time, this place. Bringing with you all of the energy, the power that you have received. So in your own time, as you are ready, sending a root down through your feet, inviting Mother Earth to bring you back.